Welcome to today's podcast of Global Warrior. Today we're talking about going back to a church you thought you'd never go back to. Recently, I went to a church that I went to for 15 to 20 years, and it was quite a big change they've made since I've been there. And they had all the fancy lights and special effects, and uh, they had the room looked like it's spinning because of these the graphics on the wall and the special effects. It looks like a club kind of environment, really geared for the younger people. I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed it and everything, and I enjoyed the presence of the Holy Spirit when I was there. And but when at the end of the day, do you need a church that has everything, or or can you find uh, a good church that's small and you actually get to talk to people better, and it's a more better community, little tribe community. And well, after looking back at the experience I had at this church, this big church I went to this last Sunday, and it was really nice how they had everything. They had a nice prayer room, a bookstore, coffee shop, and the ushers greeted me well and stuff. And but it's a church that I left a long time ago. I was hurt and stuff, for different reasons, and I had trouble with mental health issues at the time. And it's a constant reminder of when I see that church. I I don't know if I would want to return later on or something, but for now I want to stay in this little church that God has me in, the Limitless Grace. And it's really a good tribe environment, and we're honest. We're trying to live for God, and we we don't judge each other when we stumble and fall. And but we're striving to be the best Christians we can be, and we're learning. It's a learning process, and we don't have all the finances to have all the fancy light show and to hire band members to play and all that kind of stuff, and have big name conferences and things like that. We do have a conference once a year, Freedom Weekend, which is always exciting. We put a lot of effort into that, but it was a really eye opening situation where I thought, they say the grass is greener on the other side. I had to check it out and see what I, tried a few times, and I think that that's where God has called me to be, which I believe is at Limitless Grace Worship Center, where I can continue to write books and make these podcasts and uh, be who God's called me to be, and not to compromise my beliefs just to fit into a big group. God showed me what truth of His Word, and I gotta stand by what God's shown me. And if I go back to and always be wearing fancy suits and looking all polished up and stuff, and that's not me, not who God's, not the cookie cutter Christian God would want me to be. God wouldn't want me to be wouldn't want me to be some cookie cutter, same as everybody else, and everybody has to have shaven face. I don't know if that rule is still applied, but back when I was going there, you don't shave, you have to shave your face, and in your dress code has to look like what you have to dress like they do and stuff. But it was I felt the Holy Spirit in the church. There was unity in the church, but the people I'm on the reach, I feel God has for me the reach, or would never step foot in a church like that, and I got to reach these people with the message of Jesus Christ. And leave your comments. Leave a comment. What do you think about this situation? It's nice to have the experience all the light shows and doing all that stuff for Jesus. But at the end of the day, I think that I'm better off at a little church, uh, nothing too extravagant, nothing too over, tons and tons of money put into it and stuff. And uh, when you go out into the world and preach the gospel, and not just have a little safe place that we spend all this money on, and your little group can worship God. We need we need to focus less on what the inside of the church looks like, and what we look like on the outside, what we say and how we act and how we treat people and how we tell people about the message of Jesus Christ. Well, that's my episode for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time on Will of a Warrior. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.